think? Should we
wrap up the wrap-up? We already did.
We already wrapped up the wrap-up. Do you think we should open the curtain to begin this week's episode of PlayStation VR Theater?
I liked it better when you sang it.
That was good.
It was nice.
PlayStation VR Theater. Hey guys. All right, curtains are open. Turning off the light.
Bump.
All right, and then pop
Popping the popcorn.
Popcorn. What are we putting on the popcorn?
What do we want?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Thank you. I just bought peanut butter popcorn. We'll talk about that later. This is PlayStation VR
Theater.
This is the Midnight Gamescast, where we record every Tuesday afternoon at midnight. We bring it to YouTube every Wednesday as the weekly wrap-up. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you paying attention? This is how we do things around here.
He's been saying that a while.
It doesn't make sense.
So go watch that if you haven't already. Make sure you click like on it because no one seems to. And then today is every Thursday as PlayStation VR Theater, where we sit around and we Mystery Science Theater the crap out of some PlayStation VR
Bless you
trailers. And then every Friday as Viewer Takeover.
Yeah.
As always, I'm Brian. That's Jeremy. This is Michelle. We're gonna watch some trailers.
We are.
Yep. I've already get brought up. Let's see if you want to just do it on mine.
If you'd like to, sure.
Let's just do it. All right. So the first trailer that we're gonna watch today is called Baskhead Training.
Oh, this one looks great.
I gotta say, RIPRPH, you found some winners this week.
Yeah.
So thank you, loyal GameCat. RIPRPH. If you have any trailers you want us to watch, please let us know in the comments. Please send us a link so I don't have to find them because I'm not gonna. So this first one is Baskhead Training.
Baskhead Training.
No, Baskhead.
Baskhead.
How come my sound isn't? There we go.
It's alright. You knew it this, Brian.
Oh, I wrote Baskhead. That's why. Basket. So you wear the hoop.
You are the hoop.
I mean,
play basketball like never before. In other words,
I like
let
talking
other people
hoop.
play basketball.
Become the best hoop ever.
It looks a little dull. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I can't see.
I'm not very.
Find a solution. 20 levels.
Right, 20.
Yep.
The people who watch the game would be sitting in the court as well. That'd be rough. I don't know, Brian. What do you think?
I don't know.
Are you up for the challenge?
The hoop is on fire. What was the NBA Jam quote? He's on fire.
I don't know, but maybe.
Oh, there's like fire and ice balls and all different.
Boom
types of things.
shakalaka.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Baskhead Training. Baskhead. It does not roll off the tongue.
No, Baskhead Training.
Baskhead.
Baskhead.
So I mean,
there is a leaderboard.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That helps.
Yeah.
It does.
I mean, it looks boring. You're just gonna do this and catch hoops. I mean, eventually you're gonna get nauseous and sick.
Well, so,
yeah.
I already just was doing that. Ugh. Terrible.
Yeah, the only thing that there are two things that it reminds me of right off the bat. The first thing that it reminds me of is the NBA 2K VR experience, which you were playing from the opposite perspective. You're playing from like the basketball player, and you're just doing all these trick shots and stuff. But what it is just like a, just kind of lame VR basketball.
This one's like never before.
Right. So this one, you're playing.
Because no one's ever wanted to do.
But the other thing this reminds me of is, and God, I hope it's more like this than the former, is Headmaster, right?
Oh yeah.
That's originally before I actually watched the trailer. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, it's gonna be something like Headmaster.
But didn't you somewhat enjoyed that after a while?
Yeah. So Headmaster at the beginning seemed like pretty lame.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, here's some soccer training.
But it was actually fun.
It was actually fun. It had a great sense of humor. There was a story that was like unfolding that like if you listen to all the dialogue, you'd be like, oh, this is actually a really interesting story.
Yeah.
Like that was like, it was funny, but it was like a dark humor. You're like, what's going on behind the scenes here? Something very creepy, something nefarious.
Right.
And it just got better and better. And there was like these collectibles, like the better you did, like your dorm room or whatever is more like a cell room. Suddenly it started filling up with all these things that you won for completing the challenges.
Yeah.
And you get like 1 to 3 stars depending on how you
Then
did.
you like bounced off and like tried hitting shit, correct?
Right. Well, yeah.
This you're just catching, right? I mean, it just seems.
But so is there more, like Headmaster at its core, like when you first look at it, it seems like a very simple game that there's very little to do. This looks the same.
Yeah.
But if they can, incorporate a cool story, incorporate like some interesting challenges, then maybe.
Maybe, but I don't.
Well,
how can they get out of it?
I don't
There's
know.
one objective in basketball, getting a ball through the hoop.
But when you're the hoop,
yeah,
who knows what you can change?
They said there were
Make 'em
20
miss.
levels to unlock, but there's like 4 modes within those levels, and then there's also an arcade mode as well, which is one of, get as many points within 45 seconds as you can.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Damn, this one's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, unless they pull something out of their ass, which I can't imagine they're going to.
Maybe I'll just get first on the leaderboard and call it a day.
Yeah.
It's Carnival Games all over
Right.
again.
$4.99.
I had the exact same price in mind.
Yeah.
$4.99 seems like, unless there's something way better going on here. Headmaster was $20 when it launched, and I was like, what a piece of crap. And then I was turning out to be wrong.
Right.
So, what do you think?
I'm going $9.99.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what it's going to launch at, but I'm
I don't
hoping
want it to be.
Be a lot cheaper, yeah.
I'm hoping it's I also hope it's $4.99.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Though. If it launched,
But it's not going to be $4.99.
No, they never are what we
Unfortunately.
want them
not
to
all games can be VROG,
True.
True. Verified.
and thankfully,
Yeah.
right? Not a bad
Alright.
game, just not a. No, it's not a good game.
Is it like Frogger graphics? Like old type? Or is
No,
it more...
it's first person cartoony. It's strangely when you're sitting at the menu screen, there's a big mirror to your right.
Yeah.
Just because that's one of the great things about VR is looking at yourself in VR. So you turn and look and you're a frog and you're looking at yourself.
Okay.
And sometimes he winks and you're like okay, I just winked at myself, which is strange. But also I'm a frog.
Looking
so
good,
that's
frog.
The
Yeah, right?
question. Do you think frogs can wink?
I mean, what
I
happens
think
if they
when
get a bug in their
something
eye?
in their eye.
Do frogs get bugs in their eye? Or anyone
would
that
they?
flies by, they eat it?
Though I do think they have that extra.
It must be
coating,
like feeding. It's like, oh, thank you.
So if a frog had a bug in its eye, he could just like do the little lick thing and get it right out.
Right out.
I need a tongue like that.
Right?
Don't you agree?
Up next, we
Next
have
up.
Moss.
Now, Moss is a game that got debuted when we were all
We've seen
watching
this before.
E3.
Yes.
But we never actually did this on PlayStation VR Theater, and I think it's definitely time we give it a little more attention.
It's absolutely time. I mean, it
Yeah.
looked fantastic.
On your mark, get set,
Graphic-wise.
go. Indeed.
Indubitably.
What's your aversion to the microphone?
Because I can't see the
Your-
freaking.
A lot of build up.
I build up.
There's always a book. Butterfly. Where's LeVar Burton, right?
Oh,
Reading Rainbow.
Yeah, it took me a second. I was like, what are you talking about? Star Trek Next Generation?
You still
Is it
watching that?
Levar or LeVar?
LeVar. It's
Okay.
probably LeVar. Yeah, you're right.
'Cause I'm-
LeVar.
Listen, I'm fully aware that I've probably been saying things wrong my entire life, which is totally fine. Everyone who's played this, by the way, they said it's amazing.
Well, I mean, I hope so. He's fucking adorable. Look at him.
Well, it's really interactive with the environment and him. I think it's cool that you can like pick him up and actually feel his heartbeat through your controller.
Oh, you
which
can?
is kind of neat. So
That's
Move
neat.
controller? Is that what you're doing? You're pointing at things and picking them up with it?
not move controller.
No.
It said
DualShock.
Interesting.
DualShock.
And then that's our little reflection.
Though
there
I don't
of
know,
us
you might
as
be
the,
able to use,
the
but
god
they were
type of
saying
thing, or the deity.
DualShock for that.
It's interesting.
But his heart will like race faster if things are happening. And
So he's got that thing on his arm. What other game had something like that on its arm that was an organic type of a thing? The fuck was it?
What's on his arm?
I don't know. It's like a leaf, maybe? But it looks very similar. It reminds me of another game.
I like the fact that there's combat in this because for a
There
while
is.
it looked like you weren't even
I
in
think it would be
control
lame
of.
without the combat. Sorry.
It looked like when we first saw this, it looked like a game that you wouldn't even be taking control of the mouse. You'd just be like opening passageways for him.
Yeah.
So it's really reassuring to know that you do have full control over the mouse and the environment.
Oh, you do have
You
full
do.
control.
Full control, yeah.
Ew.
And I think the storybook aesthetic.
So you're working on both of them? One is one to, move the puzzles. The other one is, the combat.
You're doing
things?
everything.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else did you learn about this?
Explore caves and forests. I don't know. It looked fun. Action adventure puzzle game. So, Forbidden Ruins. That's pretty much all we got.
It looks pretty neat.
So, Yeah, it does
Yeah.
look neat. But it looks pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Looks well done.
I have a bad feeling this is a game that's just going to get overlooked. Because the problem is, and Des and I talk about this all the time on Gaming Without Parole. Like we just talked about why we love carnival games.
Yeah.
But like as much fun as carnival games is, like with the cartoon aesthetic and with the like the little kid vibe.
Yeah.
You're like, who is this for? PlayStation VR supposedly isn't for kids under 12. And
Right.
a
Yeah.
game like
That's what I was
Moss,
thinking. Even the Baskhead, or what is it? Really?
Baskhead train.
Baskhead.
Baskhead train. It's like, wouldn't that be more directed towards kids, even though kids aren't allowed
Can't
to play
play it,
VR? So
Right.
yeah.
And of course we see all the time comments from
Or
Gamecast.
Vrog, maybe.
Right, we do see comments all the time from Gamecast that are like, "Oh, my kid is like 7. I let him play." And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, that's cool. Like, let us know what happens.
Yeah.
Keep us posted on
Kind
that.
of like the Opti grab from the Jerk. They're all gonna be like going cross-eyed when they're.
we don't judge. We're just curious.
Yeah, just let me know.
Keep us posted. Send photos
Yeah.
of the progress.
Yes.
Yeah. So Moss is one of those things that I feel like if you're a fan of
Of adorable things in
adorable
combat.
things, but like
I like adorable things in combat.
Yeah.
Like one
Right.
of my favorite studios is Studio Ghibli, who makes like all of the fantastic anime, like Princess Mononoke and Spirited Away, and you look at those kind of things and you go, oh, it looks cutesy and cartoony and for kids.
Yeah.
But you get into it and it's like dark and like scary and really disturbing and very
Takes
demonic
it to a
sometimes.
different level.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm wondering like how much of that Moss has. Like, is this something that looks kid friendly and cartoony at its core, or at a surface level? But then like when you get down to it, it's something much more dark and disturbing.
Dark story.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't know
I hope so.
what is this. What is this cute little adorable mouse fighting? What is the enemy?
Yeah.
What is
What's the story behind it? Yeah.
exactly?
Right.
So there's a lot to learn, and I just hope it doesn't get overlooked because it is that kind of cutesy
Did you ever
platformer.
end up finding the price on this? I couldn't find
No,
it.
Moss.
I couldn't find it anywhere.
Moss is a mystery, and I'm learning that that even when we hear prices, they're not always true.
Right.
The inpatient got listed, I believe, on the PlayStation Store for $29.99. The same day that it got that Bravo Team got a price for $39.99.
Mm-hmm.
Now the inpatient's $40 as well. So it's confusing. It's like maybe it was an accident,
They're
or
like,
maybe
oh, just kidding.
or maybe they heard people like us talk and say, well, for $30, what can you really expect?
Right.
They're like,
Right.
well, we got to raise everyone's expectations and charge them more.
Yeah.
You got to wonder like where the
Gotta
pricing.
be careful where we pricing these now.
Right? Yeah.
So
no
what do you
shit.
think Moss is
a
going to be
hard one to
priced at?
price.
I'm thinking $29.99.
Thinking like around 40.
Yeah.
I hope not.
So I'm
I
gonna
guess
go,
I always price them too high, maybe.
but which means you're probably way more accurate
Yeah.
than we are.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
We
gonna,
still need to double check these.
I'm gonna go with $29.99 only because we don't know how long of a game this is.
Nothing.
If this is like an 8-hour, 9-hour game, something along those lines, then I'll gladly pay $40 for it. But if
Right.
it's like a 5-6 hour adventure, I hope they're gonna max out around $30.
Yeah.
We are like I said last week, we're getting
I
to
don't
a
think
place.
it could be under 30 though.
I don't think so.
No.
This
It
is,
looks too in depth.
It does, yeah.
and it looks beautiful.
It looks
And
nice.
It does.
Like
It visually looks great.
as nice as it looks in these videos, I think when you put on that VR headset and you see like all those leaves around
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
and like
Right.
you're really
Gonna look
in
pretty
that world,
sweet.
I think we're all gonna go, ooh,
Yeah.
this is nice.
Turn the fan on, you can feel the wind and the leaves going by.
Ooh, a fan, that would be nice. All right.
Right?
Next up, we have Eternity Warriors. On your mark, get set, go. Wait, hold on a second. Let's start this from the beginning. On your mark, get set, and go.
Oh my.
Oh my, oh me, oh my.
Oh me, oh my.
Glue.
Country Pie.
What?
The Bob Dylan
Pie.
song.
Oh.
Nashville Skyline.
Can't say I was a big Dylan fan.
I love Dylan, but that was not a good album.
No.
No. Especially with lines like, oh me, oh my, I love that country pie. Was that even that album? I don't know. He had a bad period.
No.
He
Also,
did, you know, he
Like
did.
2 decades of
He had a bad period, huh? A lot of cramping.
I was
a lot of
waiting. I was
heroin,
waiting for you.
I think he did a lot of heroin. The Warrior. Am I getting the impression that this looks
Zombies
a lot
or
like?
demons. Okay.
This looks a lot like DWVR that I was talking about earlier.
Oh, really?
With the other different weapons, and you're like, are you moving around or is this wave based?
It doesn't seem like you're moving yet.
Nope. Michelle loves it. Bows and
Oh,
arrows.
bows and arrows.
Watch out for
Well,
this thing.
Watch out.
real-time co-op multiplayer. That's pretty sweet.
All right.
That is pretty sweet.
I
I
wouldn't
feel
want to
it.
be the archer, though. Michelle, if we ever play, you're the archer.
Right.
Twist my arm.
I can't. You wouldn't be able to draw back.
Okay, fair.
Right?
Eternity Warriors VR. Eternity Warriors. What was the game on Genesis? Eternal Champions. What was the? It was like a Street Fighter ripoff.
No clue. I never liked those style games.
Eternal Champions.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Okay. No.
Where is it?
It's
Right?
no. It's actually not. I do have it on Sega CD. Strangely enough. Okay. Why are we talking about that?
So Eternity Warriors.
So this looks like I said, like a lot like DWVR. We don't know if there's any locomotion at all.
Yeah.
But with all those characters running at you, I hope you could run away.
Do something instead of just sitting there fighting.
Yeah. Fast-paced, short mission scenarios. We saw there was swords, bows and arrows. There's some guns as well. So you do have a variety of weapons. I assume move controller then. Multiplayer co-op, as I said, arcade-style slasher. That's all I got. But yeah, fight demons and it's multiplayer, so.
Yeah, I mean, again, they might not be showing. Sometimes when they show too much, we complain they're showing too much, and then when it's not enough, it's like they're not showing enough. So I don't know. Maybe they're showing one aspect of gameplay. Hopefully, there's more to it than just sitting there and letting waves of things come at you, because I think it could get pretty boring. Although I wasn't a fan of Ancient Emulator, which seems like the same thing, except this is on the ground level, you know?
Right, so when the enemies can actually attack you, but if you can't move out of the way, I'm going to have a major problem with that.
Well, that's why I'm curious what their short mission scenarios are going to be like. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Can you actually go around and do more than just that? I don't know.
Yeah, I really hope there's a lot more going on than meets the eye here. But unfortunately, with what we have now, there's already... It feels like there's already games that are covering this, what this game's trying to do.
Yeah.
So...
They all do that. They all come out, same kind of genre comes out in waves, you know, and then they change, like movies. They do the same shit. Yeah. Do we know a date when this is coming out?
No, I got nothing on this. No.
Or price.
And it's only PSVR, or is it on other platforms as well?
Got nothing. Yeah, literally no information. And in fact, I put a lot of trust into.
Well, it was saying that it was recognized all over. Did you recognize anything?
Recognized all over?
It did say that in the beginning.
In the very beginning, yeah. So I feel like it's coming from something else.
I mean, some people maybe can recognize it.
Yeah, right. The one thing that I'm just gonna see what you guys are talking about, because I definitely missed that.
It's gonna be
That's because you're talking about Bob Dylan.
That's true.
That makes sense.
Hi.
Listen, Bob Dylan is more important.
I was saying, like, recognized globally.
Recognized by millions of fans globally. So here's what I'm going to guess. Let me see if there's a description here.
Here we go. Bread last week.
In the description, Eternity Warriors is globally recognized by millions of fans, debuting 6 years ago on mobile.
Oh.
Now it's in VR. That's it. So it was
a
mobile game. But,
so it's one of these.
Yeah.
With the slashing and the tapping.
Right. But I
mean, translated into VR is going to definitely not involve movement, I would think.
I will say, well, who knows, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
You know, like I will say, Fruit Ninja somehow made the trip from mobile to VR pretty well.
Yeah.
It did.
You know, not bad for what it was. And so I mean, I don't know. It's possible, and that was 6 years ago.
Keeping an open mind on that.
Yeah, maybe they. Yeah.
Who knows? And here's what I really hope they don't do, which would probably be my bet. What they're gonna do? They're gonna do the Ancient Emulator style of movement.
Yeah.
They're gonna say, "Oh, a bunch of enemies coming at me. I'm gonna teleport to that location,
like
that set location."
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't have high hopes. I'm gonna say $10.
$10.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess for a mobile.
I'm gonna say $10 so that maybe it actually comes out $10.
I'll say.
You have a lot of influence.
I'm gonna bet you it's gonna be I'm feeling $14.99.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue with any of these. I just hope there's more to it than we're seeing.
Yeah.
Because even with DWVR, like I said yesterday, in the wrap up, I really wish that game had some kind of cohesion, some kind of thing that glued all the pieces together and made it felt like a game instead of a bunch of levels. That maybe this is something that this game could handle.
Yeah.
We'll see. And then finally, we've got Evil Robot Traffic Jam.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know, guys. It should be exciting. On your mark, get set,
and
go. You know, Element Games, Vanimals. I've never heard of any of these.
Clearly, it looks like that child's rug. You know that rug you can buy?
Oh, totally had one of those. Yeah.
Did you?
It does look like a kid's room.
I always wanted one of those, even though I'm way too old.
You want one now?
I would. Yeah.
Get one for the girls.
They wouldn't want that. That's boy shit. Like, Dad, there's cars and pink. They like princess.
Well,
and
have
stuff.
them have them ride their princess ponies on them.
So that looked
Right, why not?
boring.
So
I can't because I don't like, tower defense type games. I get
that's
bored
exactly
of those.
what it is. Tower defense game.
Except with traffic, and you're trying to annihilate it.
yeah, you wonder you wonder if these people thought they were being innovative by saying, hey, we'll take something that's been done a million times, but we're going to change the invading troops to cars, and we're going to call it a traffic jam that you're trying to.
That the robots are.
Yeah, we're not trying to like actually fix the problem with the traffic jam. We're just going to try to blow up cars, eliminate the population, and that'll remove traffic.
Yeah.
It said it was made for VR, which thankfully at least it's not like a mobile port or a Gear VR port.
Yeah.
Although if it was made for VR, it could very well be a Gear VR port.
Maybe.
Yeah, I guess that didn't help me.
Is this another one that's supposed to be for kids? But
yeah, really, because that game looks boring as shit, and I don't know. It would only, I think, entertain a child for a couple of minutes, but an adult, I don't know. That looks dull to me.
There's been some surprising tower defense games in the past that have been like games that I didn't think I would enjoy, but then I absolutely loved, like Pixel Junk Monsters. Surprisingly good, right? And this, it's like, I don't know, if it adds something new to the genre, I don't know, maybe it could be good.
They should take that old PC game like Dungeons or something like that and port that somehow to VR, where you have the, do you ever play that game Dungeons? No. I think it was kind of similar, except you could set traps and things like that, and it was dungeony. I think that would be neat in VR.
Dungeony.
Yeah. I only played a little bit of the first. I think there's 2 of them.
Was the second one called Dungeons 2?
2. Yeah, it was.
All right.
Whoa, Overlord. Do you remember Overlord?
Do you remember Overlord?
I think that would be fun in VR.
So we're just going to choose to
ignore this because I have no interest.
Completely, right?
And then talk about, well, you know what?
Other ones.
You're really going to enjoy tomorrow's conversation then.
Oh, good.
Yeah. $5.
Can't wait. $5. Oh, yeah. I agree with you.
It's going to be 10.
I want to say free. $5.
I'm going to say, I feel $7.99, actually.
If you know something more about Evil Robot Traffic Jam.
Or if you want to see Overlord on VR.
Oh, do you know more about Evil Robot?
A little bit, not really.
Talk to us.
Place powerful defense towers, activate destructive special abilities.
Yeah.
And just play as an agent of Evil Robot Defense Force.
So no, you don't know anything more about it then? Okay.
No,
cool.
that's about it.
Yeah.
Tower defense game, single player.
It could be good.
That's it.
Single player, just to top it all off.
Single player.
Good.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess we didn't cover that one. Yep.
No.
Yeah, if you know anything more about any of these trailers than we do, if you want to shed some light on the topic, please let us know in the comments below. Also, let us know what trailers you want us to watch.
Moss looks good.
Moss does look good. Really good, yeah.
So here's the thing. When RIPRPH, what up, dude? When he sent us this list of games, I was like, fine. But there was one, I added Moss in here.
Okay.
Because I need to make sure that there's one of substance at least every week.
Yeah.
Right? Something that like needs to be covered.
Yeah.
Right? Rather than a bunch of like really, really indie games that like could be very hit or miss.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think
it's good to know everything that's coming out though, regardless.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what's happening is I think we're getting to a point with VR now that like we're coming up to the 1 year mark and it's getting a little out of control. Like it used to be like we'd get one game every other week at best. And I'm like, oh, no problem. I can totally review that. I can totally cover that. I'm going to have to find a new system.
Yeah.
Now it's like, here's 5.
Right? Because some days or some weeks will go by and like Apollo 11. That was one that just got left by the wayside. I got a review key for it. I played it. I captured all the footage for it and just went, I have nothing to say about this. And I have way too many other games to talk about right now.
Yeah.
You know, and like
back burner.
And I'm trying not to let that happen to Endspace. I'm trying not to let that happen to VROG or DWVR. It's
kind of tough.
Yeah, try not to.
Overwhelming.
I don't think you should sweat it if you do let it happen on certain ones. There's going to be games that people want to hear more about than other games. You know, like VROG, I think will be all right if you don't talk about it. You know,
and at the very least, I'll try to get a let's play out there.
I'm curious what your review is going to be on that dolphin game.
Oh, the Classroom Aquatic?
Did it come out?
No. In fact,
I think I'm the only one that was kind of like, all right, I would do that.
It was funny because I went on. I've been really bad about keeping up with Reddit, but I went on Reddit the next day, and there was a post that said, "Without Parole Games covers Classroom Aquatic on PlayStation VR Theater, and I was like,
oh no,
God, please don't quote us on anything.
Oh no.
like this is everything we do around here is totally haphazard.
Yeah.
And they're like, is this confirmation that it's still coming out? And I responded, I was like, I have no idea.
No, please. Yeah.
Right? We will cover canceled games. We will cover games that we don't know if they're even coming to our platform.
Yeah.
We're covering them all.
We're just gonna watch trailers and make fun of them.
Yeah.
No guarantees that these games are actually coming out.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, you guys. For PlayStation VR Theater, I'm Brian Sherman. This is Michelle, and we will see you tomorrow for Viewer Takeover.
Ciao, ciao. Again.
What's this? Good stuff.
I don't think ciao ciao.
Beeping.
No. Oh no. Don't worry about the camera.
All right.
Don't
Good.
you worry about a thing, young man.
Nice and solid. No blinking.
So Jesus
It's
showed up right
plugged
on
in.
cue.
Right on cue. I mean, isn't that kind of...
this.
You did, and he did that slow turn. Oh, like when we did that live show. When we did the live show, the guy...
The guy looked
just
the
one.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, like an older one. Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
What? Okay.
You remember that?
Oh, I can't believe we did a
man.
live show.
We did a live show.
can't
No
believe
one
we did
showed
that.
up.
Well, because no
Live
one
show.
watched us.
I feel like we weren't
Yeah.
invited back.
People still don't watch us.